First, I want everyone to look at these 4 paintings. Do any of them carry the same theme? Can you tell which one would hang on a museum wall or on a fridge in your kitchen? If I were to hand you some materials, would you be able to paint the Mona Lisa or Starry Night? Although not every artist can make extravagant paintings like Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa or Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, each of these paintings are pieces of art. Every individual put forth the effort to try and explore their creativity. In this speech, I would like to inform you on how exploring art can help boost your creative side. Since many of you might struggle with drawing or painting, it might be helpful for you to find other sources of art to find inspiration from. These other 2 artists found inspiration from Van Gogh and Da Vinci. Why can't you? My name is Madison Perryman, and I had experience in art my entire life. In every school I attended, I had the opportunity to take or get involved in activities that enabled me to be creative through art. Each experience has left me with more knowledge on painting, drawing, and sculpting. I graduated from high school with a focus in fine arts, and I am currently working on a minor in art at MTSU. As a future educator, I want to help students find and experience different forms of art. Many of you might still be trying to figure out which form of art you would be successful in. Therefore, I will inform you on a few different medias that might interest you. I also would like to help you find sources that might assist you in creating fun activities for you to try. I would like to show you how I find inspiration and ideas for my projects through different medias. First, let's look at where to begin your journey as an artist. First, you need to find a muse for your journey as an artist. Pinterest is an app well known for its abundant amount of helpful tips and ideas for millions of projects. This app contains a search engine that allows you to look up specific or general topics that you would like to find more information about. Pinterest can give its users the inspiration they need to create projects that others have done or share their own. There are many helpful tips and even step-by-step instructions on how to make creative crafts. By using this app as your muse, you have the ability to admire others' work of art to enhance your own. Instagram is another popular app that allowed many artists to broadcast their artistic and creative abilities to society through social media. By using this app, you are able to observe other people's journeys through the use of photography. I follow a Christian company known as Shiloh Collection that likes to inspire their fellow followers with the Word of God through the use of art. Shiloh Collection uses multiple forms of art in all of the products they create. For instance, they mostly use the medium of watercolor to give their pieces a unique look. This company also uses calligraphy as an art form to write their inspirational texts. Instagram is a great app to find artists and companies that like to showcase their products to the world. Therefore, exploring this app will allow you to find new inspirations for your own creations. Now that we've talked about your muse, let's look at what kinds of surfaces you can use to create your art. It is important to know what kind of surfaces you are planning to use for your masterpiece, because it can all change the overall look of the products you are trying to create. Sketchbooks are one of the most basic forms of a surface you can use to embrace your creative side. A sketchbook contains paper with a smooth finish that allows you to make clear and concise strokes. Since the paper is white, you are able to add any color or shading that brings your figure to life. Sketchbooks are typically used by most artists as their first step in planning their own artwork, because they allow them to see where changes need to be made. A lot of people like the idea of having a surface that is portable for their convenience, so sketchbooks are the best option for those who wish to create on the go. Clay is another surface that allows you to create 3D representations of art. Clay allows you to get multiple perspectives of the piece that you are creating rather than being limited to only one viewpoint. It is preferred by many artists because it has the possibility of becoming something of great or small sizes. Clay is also a surface that can be changed multiple times if need be. Many artists prefer the use of this type of art surface because it is very hands-on and tactile. Canvas is another basic surface that can be used to present your artwork. Like a sketchbook, a canvas typically comes in a form of white color so that an artist can bring their own color to the blankness of the material. Many artists prefer the use of a canvas because it can be displayed in many different ways. Artists like that they have the option to pick a variety of different sizes to use for their projects by using a canvas. Now that I have introduced you to many different types of surfaces, I would like to present you with a few forms of mediums that you should try for some of your surfaces. As an artist, utilizing a variety of mediums can invigorate your creative spirit and inspire you to form new ideas. There are multiple forms of paint that you can use to add different detailing to your art. Watercoloring is a method of painting that uses dried paint that must have the use of water-based solution. Acrylic paint is typically used very often because of its quick drying abilities and variety of vivid colors. By using different forms of color pencils, every artist has the ability to add small details to their drawings. By using coloring pencils, an artist can change the way a piece of art looks by detailing of color it contains. Sketching pencils also allow artists to explore different ways of shading their art through dark colors that contain a lot of gray and black. Many artists use forms of oil or wax-based mediums to bring colorful additions to their artwork. Crayons are one of the most basic art mediums used to color multiple forms of surfaces. Oil-based pastels are similar to crayons, but pastels consist of a different material that gives them a different texture. In this speech, I have shown you social medias that provide a muse for your work. I have given you multiple examples of different types of surfaces and mediums that you can use to help bring the character to your masterpiece. Now all that is left for you to do is to put pen to paper and start creating. In light of all this information I just gave you, I hope you now see that you are capable of making art and have the ability to find your creative side. It is important for you to understand that art can be expressed and defined in many different ways. You should never compare your art to others because your work represents your creative side and imagination. I hope that this information will inspire you to paint the next Mona Lisa. Thank you for all for listening.
That was good.
Bonjour.